Right, we've left. Right, we've left fucking Mitrovic, DDT, and I can't remember who it was. Was it Craven Cottage or White Hart Lane? I can't remember.
Somebody.
But anyway, we're at Battygalville, population 12, because it's time for the Alfa Romeo Super Sunday, home of the Golazzo Super League. Soon.
Hosted by Daz and Alan.
Hi, I'm Daz.
Hi, I'm Alan.
Hi, Alan. Right, we'll just crack on because there was 6 games this week. I mean, there's going to be 6 games every week, at minimum 6 games every week, until
we might just have some midweek games.
Aye. And then, but until the World Famous and Glazy Invitational rolls around, there's still going to be 6 games a week for the time being. But first up,
Very true.
I've probably spoiled it by having some of the other games in there, but we'll just move to the left a wee bit. Ollie versus Patrick, which finished 3-1. Talk us through the start of that one, Alan. That was a fucking that was a roller coaster.
Within the first 10 minutes that he didn't need all 11 players.
No.
So he was just playing at an advantage for most of the game, which was amazing because if you're not going to win the league, you might as well go for the Muskrat and just get those points on the board early.
For those that don't know, is the Muskrat is the Kevin Muscat Award for achievement in shithousery, which is awarded to the team / player with the highest number of booking points. We'll use the standard bookie system of 10 points for a yellow, 25 for a red. Does the second yellow goes to just another 10 points because you're not getting the extra points for nothing.
So far
insufficiently
there's
shit
no work
stacker.
on what points are allocated for managers abusing players. We're still working that one out.
It's yet to be determined. I mean, I am the one that would be determining it since I run the thing, but
That's very true.
yeah, but
Based commissioner.
start dabbing off stream.
But back to the game. After Patrick decided that he didn't need all 10 men.
It was the third minute, by the way.
Third minute. He was thinking it was later. But all pretty much just kind of controlled the game, and it went back and forward by what Ollie wanted, which was terrifying.
It did take him 36 minutes to get the first goal though. It wasn't the quickest of goals. But these things happen.
Unfortunately, we do. Patrick did get back into it, just too late.
He did, and I just want to, and obviously just before the end of the first half, fucking trash Dost with his penalty at 45 minutes. And
If somebody doesn't take out trash Dost in the case of the league, that's off at one.
and it was a very staunch performance from Bas Dost, I must say, with the second goal in the 76th minute as well to round out the win. And I mean, the man himself has commented in the stream with his stupid fucking song that he's made, and I'm not gonna respond to it. I'm not gonna give it the oxygen that he desperately wants.
If we acknowledge it, we'll just give him attention.
Exactly. So we can just give it very short shrift and say that he won the game 3-1. He's still not top of the league though. He's not top of the league.
Of course not.
We'll go at the final table, but we'll move on next to Blaine versus Lewis.
Up, yeah, it was probably the game that was going to decide, or what we thought would decide, who would go top of the league. And it was a fairly tepid affair. But not in a bad way. Both sides were just very back and forth.
Evenly matched game. That's the phrase that we'll use. Evenly matched is but the goal was scored in a very nice minute, if I do say so myself, by
Nice.
João Coutinho.
But that's pretty much all we can really say about the game. Still, Lewis not too far behind in the league, only one goal down, which is pennies compared to what could come up.
we are basically in the fact that we both participate in the league. Full disclosure for everyone else that isn't aware. So here we are sitting calling two other players games shite, but this is like having Chris Commons and whoever else goes on for Rangers on a Sky game on a Saturday. So this is just the done thing. We're not going to be the nicest about the other players' clubs. Just need to learn to live with that fact and move on. So yes,
when worrying everybody to make ourselves look good.
Exactly. We're the hosts. It's our show.
This week we didn't.
No. So exactly, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it with, and then just put the grenade on it as we walk off. So we just ruined the entire week. But next up,
that gift of Homer driving over a bridge, a wet match and throwing over his shoulder.
So yeah, Golazzo versus me.
Talk us through this one, guys.
Right, okay, so I thought I was going to do quite well, if I'm being perfectly honest. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if anyone's seen me play before, but I quite like to play on the wing. I'm not really one for playing at the middle, playing to the back. Just fire it off to the left or the right, depending on who's available. I maybe mishit the pass slightly, just went straight to Golazzo's feet. Boom, 1-0, and then nothing else happened for the rest of the game.
We did get the real ugly gift of Memphis, because there was no goal set up.
Fucking Memphis.
Front runner for top scorer in the league.
Fucking hate Memphis. He's the poor man's Kevin Prince Boateng. Can he rap?
His rap was... yeah, it wasn't good.
The Motherwell rap was better than Memphis's rap.
I mean, only one of them mentioned Primark.
Exactly, so... one's having stupid steaks with salt dipped off his elbows. The other one's going to Primark for his shopping. I know which one I would pick. Anyway, my game was shite, let's move to the next one. Oh wait!
Yours was shite, mine was potentially the worst performance to be seen all season.
It's one of Russia's World Cup standouts with the brace in your game, Alan. Since I had to talk through my game, talk through yours.
I held Eddie for 20 minutes, longer than you held. But,
yeah, fuck you.
At the end of the day, it was just a train wreck.
I mean, Bret Hart had said not days before that you were the excellence of execution and that you were the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. So one of you is a fraud. Absolute frauds.
To be fair, for me the highlight was calling Falco a threat, because I maintain that he is.
You're justified in that statement. I mean,
very so.
Yeah.
He's an absolute fraud and a prick.
This fraud scored against you though, so what does that make you?
Try that.
it's not the best of looks for us this week, to be perfectly honest.
Without even having a player sent off, still in contention for that Kevin Muscat.
I mean, you've got how many? You've got 3 yellows, yes? 3 yellow cards.
3 yellows.
You're still second overall in the table with Patrick's got the red and the yellow, so with 35 points. But you're up there. You're in contention. It's a solid shout. I mean,
there's not really any other way around it. It's just, if you know you're not going to win, just stop someone else from winning.
Just stop them in their tracks dead on and see what happens.
We're playing proper Sunday League.
You're pretty much just going to be pressing R2 and square the entirety of the game. I'm on board with that. I can understand it. And on that bombshell...
Moving on to what for me was the best game in the week.
Yeah, I'll just move the screen back slightly because I overshot the mark a wee bit. J-Mo versus Dazzler. I know.
Sad Lads Derby.
Sad Lads Derby. The main event of Monday night. Was it Monday night?
It was. Hell if I know, we've got the sheet up in front of us and nobody can tell. Yeah, it was the main event of Monday night.
It was the main event on Monday night.
It all went wrong, and just before the half-hour mark, with a West Ham penalty. And from there, it didn't look good for Basel.
3 guesses, by the way, Alan. Who is currently using the Golazzo Super League Twitch account to watch this stream?
I'm gonna guess JMO.
You would be correct. The last comment, Andy Carroll Dagod. Big banter Brexit Andy Carroll.
He's claiming to be unbiased. Let's give him that. The goal
He's less biased than us, to be fair.
The second goal, it was just filthy. There was no reason for it to go in.
It was cheeky.
It allowed JMO to go after darts with the goal alerts.
Yes, it did. It'd be the type of goal that you would see on the Monday Al Twitter account with just thwack in capital letters written over that.
Absolutely.
And if it wasn't JMO, I'd be entirely on board with that, but it was JMO, and but to be fair, he's not top of the league, because you allowed Eddie to get top of the league.
There was no collusion, if that's where you're going with this one.
No collusion.
I'm not out, putting out there, not out to help the Scottish folk, just terrible.
Just giving us a leg up because the fucking Westminster isn't.
But if we want to talk about terrible, we've got one more game to discuss.
We do have one more game to discuss, Alan, and
yes, the goal of the week, and just an absolute beautiful,
an own goal that Connor Cody would be proud of. Manu versus Duffy.
Ben Chilwell's own goal would have been the goal of the season if it had been in at the other end.
And
instead, the ball comes in and Chilwell just smacks it in the right corner of his own net.
It was just an absolute dream.
I was just watching it with just disbelief it happened.
It's just the fact that what I enjoyed the most about it was that he scored it 1 minute before Golazzo scored against me, so I didn't concede the quickest goal of the season.
A very true fact onto the
So
out there.
I'm happy for that. Opta and Glazy, that'll be our stats account for the league. Yes, so Chilwell with the own goal, Connor Cody would kill to have. And then
throughout the course of the game, Duffy was the best commentary that anyone will ever run out.
he is in the front running for the Mel from Mel and Sue Award for best commentary. He's in the running.
A very questionable claim that he was doing it for dead people.
Yes.
I don't know if that's the brand that he wants to associate with.
I think it's more. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And, yeah, we'll give him the benefit of doubt and say it was in memory of. We'll
it came from a
give him that.
place.
Yes, good intentions. That's what we'll say.
Not so loving was his commentary of Ricardo Pereira.
No, it must be said that Duffy is not the biggest fan of Ricardo Pereira. In pre-season, he wasn't the biggest fan of Ricardo Pereira, and now that the season has actually gone underway, I think that hatred is twofold, I believe.
There was a moment where Iheanacho was giving the ball away, which was incorrectly attributed to Pereira.
It was. It's the scapegoat for Bacon Juniors.
No objective is facing any discipline action from the league there.
No, we'll give him a 1 week pass on that. We'll see. Make sure that he doesn't do it again. Make sure that he actually reads who's on his list at the bottom of the screen for which players are on, and then after that, if he does it again, if mistakes like Mark Albrighton for Andy King, then words will be had. And then, but he did openly acknowledge at the end of the game that he had disappointed all those people that he was hopefully going to win the game for. He did acknowledge that he had disappointed them, so I've got to give him props for that he knows his audience. apologise
It is only
profusely.
the first week though.
It is only the first week.
Plenty more time to make it up for those tragic losses.
Yeah. Right. So that's week 1 covered. So
And that's the most important week. It's the week where people can set out a statement of intent. Some of us not so much. But as we take a walk over
to the F.A. Ambrose
FA.
Auditorium of Excellence.
The only man fit to have an auditorium of excellence built after him.
Suggested by your good self. Must make it very clear.
We've got to memorise him. He's left Hibs, he's going elsewhere in his career. It just feels like a perfect thing just to pay some tribute to the man.
We wish him the
So
best.
45 for good old Bobby Scottish.
Bobby Scottish, who wears the number 45 because
He is a fan of the idea of a free Scotland. He's backing Scottish independence.
and we'll also see here that each team that won their game has a gold block. We'll call this a... So say if you maybe had a bit more time than you'd expect on a Microsoft Excel and you wanted to make a bar chart but make it fashion, this is how we do it here. So there will be silver for a draw, 3 points gets you a gold block, and then we'll see how we can get towards the end of the season. Might have to move some of these around if Duffy or whoever's at the end, Dazzler, get loads of wins. We'll see how that plays out. But they're all there. We'll move though to the main event, which would be the proper league table. But we'll go back to
a very nice looking league table, if I must say so myself.
I would say so too. But we'll take a detour to just the reason why we're all here today. The main man of Good Set of Football Italia, Sir James Richardson, whose face adorns the trophy that the winner of the Golazzo Super League will win. But here we go to the main event, the table after week 1. We're not doing too well here, Alan, are we?
Can't say we are. I mean, I'm there to support my table. Every table needs a good pace. Just hoping that it's not permanent.
No, I'm sure we'll overcome. I mean, I'm sitting 7th, but it really only is based on alphabetical order, pretty much, because my game was 1-1.
Half the table got a win.
Yes, there weren't any board draws.
Next week.
Move on to next week. Exactly, and speaking of next week, we will cover which games are on. We don't specifically have the times as yet, so keep an eye out for the league Twitter @Inglese_INV for your future Golazzo Super League needs. But next week we have Ollie versus Dazzler, Blaine versus Patrick, Manu versus JMO. We also have Eddie versus Lewis. I've got there, so it's I can see that being a decent affair. You've got Golazzo versus Duffy, another Manchester derby, Manchester surrounding area derby. I'm not sure how territorial they are when it comes to the localities of Manchester. Could work.
Cover everything.
And we'll also, but the main event for next week, Alan, 7th place versus 12th.
A chance to get off the bottom of the table.
Well, I'd really prefer it not to be.
If at the very least, if I don't win, I'll get more points for the Muscat. It's if I win, either way.
It's just, or what I could do to stop you getting points for the Muscat, I could just sit and do keepy uppies in the middle of the park, because then you can't slide into me when I'm doing that, to therefore prevent you from getting Muscat points. See, I've got you scouted, son. I've already spoke to Marcelo Bielsa about the game, Alan. I know what's happening. We're fine.
I have to change it up for you. Start playing a 7-2 something. I would in defence. It's a big old ego lead.
So just publicly acknowledge that you're not here to get 3 points, you're here to get about 90 Muscat points. Is that how we're playing the game, Alan?
Let's not twist the words.
I mean,
every chance of winning the game.
Oh yeah, we've got some Minecrafty version of Old Trafford that I've not finished yet. I'll ignore that for the time being. And there we go. The 2 reasons why we're here today. The Golazzo Super League, and we'll call it after week 4. We'll have a definitive breakdown as to who's playing who in the Inglese Invitational. The winner of both competitions, or either competition should be said, will be able to pick a 4.5 star team for the next season's play. Can probably imagine it won't be me, but we're here to take part, and that's the main thing. We'll see how we get on. And then the Inglese Invitational winner will also...
On a system that no one gets relegated, because so far we have no other teams.
It's a franchise model. It's a franchise model. There will be scope to bring in more teams as the season, well, not the season progresses, as the popularity of the tournament progresses. But I think for the time being, we shall say goodbye to Battygalville and start... Bye Battygalville, and we'll start prepping for next week's games, because I honestly want to just make sure that you're as shithoused as possible without any bookings, because I don't want you to get either a point or an award. So may the best Daz win.
On stream, live to the public.
Who says I'm admitting my plan? Who says I'm admitting my plan?
Sounds like you're admitting a plan to me.
A plan, not my plan, but a plan. But anyway, we shall call it quits there, my friends. Au revoir. It's been an adventure.
At the same time next week, we'll maybe have more people in.
Call it a Super Sunday. Super Sunday is a guideline more than a guarantee. It's a guideline. But the Alfa Romeo Super Sunday is here to stay for a minimum of 22 weeks.
We might get renewed, we might not.
Maybe.
We'll see you in the summer.
Au revoir, ladies and gentlemen. Until the next time, goodbye.